As the first company to discover rare earths in Tasmania, ABx is uniquely positioned and has three significant businesses: creating an ionic absorption clay rare earths project in Tasmania, subsidiary Alcor, and mining and enhancing the value of bauxite resources for cement, aluminium, and fertilizers. Joining me today is ABx Group's Managing Director, Mark Cooksey. Mark, great to see you again.
Likewise, Chris, good to be here.
Mark, what have been some of the highlights for the company this year in terms of reaching milestones across ABx's entire portfolio?
Yeah, so on the rare earths, it's about growing the resource from 4 million tonnes just before the end of the last year up to now 27 million tonnes. The metallurgical results have been really exciting. And then recently we've had some excellent assay results. On Alcor, we've made steady progress on our pilot plant program. And on bauxite, a highlight was securing a 5-year sales agreement with ABrI for our cement-grade bauxite.
And the company received an outstanding result of 17,333 ppm of total rare earth oxides from its drill program of 18 holes last month. For the uninitiated, is a result like this commonplace in most rare earth deposits?
Well, certainly not for the clays. So our results before that were pretty good. We were an average, say, of 800 ppm, and best results are up in the 4,000s. So to get a result of 17,000 ppm is very exciting, and it certainly created a lot of focus on where our next drilling is going to take place, trying to expand on that result.
And Mark, you'll be presenting at IMARC in Sydney next week. We've seen you at a few of these conferences. What does IMARC offer a company like ABx that makes it stand out?
Yeah, for me, the highlight for IMARC is two things. The first is that for small companies like us, it allows us to pre-arrange a whole lot of meetings with people that we're interested in speaking to, and they're interested in speaking to us. So that could be investors, either institutional or private, and also suppliers. So most of my schedule next week is already booked up. Plus, the whole mining industry is there, so I can go talk to anyone I want to, basically, and they'll be there somewhere.
And for those keeping a close eye on ABx, can you give us a sneak peek of what your presentation will canvass next week?
ABx is distinctive, both in the projects we have and in the way we go about them. So a lot of times in resources projects, there's a could be, something could be, really amazing. But often they're pretty high risk and low probability. And we're focusing on what has a much higher chance of success. So I'll be talking about how we're approaching our projects to minimize the risk and maximize the chance of success for ourselves and our investors.
That was ABx Group's Managing Director, Mark Cooksey. Mark, thanks very much for your time.
Great, thanks. Good to be with you again.